Hi there, De-Crypt back again with another video for you. Today, very short video. I just want to give you a heads up. You might have heard already about you definitely everybody's seen the crash in the Bitcoin price, and just about everybody should know by now why it's happening. For those that don't, the long and short of it is the Mt. Gox bankruptcy has been finalized. A trustee was appointed, and the trustee was appointed to sell off Bitcoin, or rather to liquidate, in order to pay their debtors to the tune of something like 435 million US dollars, or the equivalent thereof. Now, they were sitting with something like 160 odd thousand Bitcoin, and this now needs to be distributed to pay off debtors and obviously to the trustees that had their shares or whatever in Mt. Gox. It needs to be distributed properly to whoever Mt. Gox, the organization, owes the Bitcoin or the money. Now, in normal situations, the Bitcoin would have been, or they should have given the shareholders or the people who had Bitcoin in there or other cryptos, they should have given their cryptos back in the cryptos that they had in there. But for some reason, the trustee has decided to liquidate Bitcoin in order to pay the debtors to the tune of $405 million, or rather $435 million, I believe. Instead of paying them in Bitcoin, they decided to pay them off in dollars. Now, we all know where the price of Bitcoin has gone since December last year, and we've only recently now found out why. The trustee of Mt. Gox decided, instead of how they would normally do this kind of thing, to sell off the Bitcoin, holding private auctions and so on, so that the sale of this many coins didn't affect the market price. He decided in his wisdom, and I'm sure quite purposely, to sell off these Bitcoin, thousands of them, on the exchanges. And he dumped, over the last 2 months, somewhere to the tune of 40,000 Bitcoin onto the market to raise the capital, to pay the debtors back. Legally speaking, he might be doing what he was told, but there was no need to dump the coin onto the market, and there's method to his madness. Over a period of 2 months, in a series of dumps that can be traced and everything else, I'm sure you've seen the videos online, they have crashed Bitcoin price down to, well, I don't even know what it is today. I don't have any Bitcoin at the moment, so I'm not quite interested in that. But anyway, they've now crashed Bitcoin down to the bottom. According to reports, the trustee has raised roughly 95% of the money he needs to pay off all the trustees. But until he has raised 100% of the money, he doesn't need to disperse any of that money. He doesn't need to pay anybody. Now he is delaying paying the debtors their money, because he knows that as soon as they get paid their money, you must remember, the trustee sold off the Bitcoin and caused the market, or the price of Bitcoin, to crash, but it's been going down since his last sale. People are scared, people are in a state of panic. They are selling off. So the price of Bitcoin now is actually lower than what the lowest price was that he sold off, however many thousand Bitcoins on his last sale. So, and he also knows that as soon as he pays these debtors back, they're going to run straight back and buy Bitcoin with that money. And what is that amount of money at the moment? It's $405 million that he's raised of the 435. So what is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin if $405 million is pushed into the Bitcoin market right now? It is going to hit the roof. And that is why the trustee has decided to hold off on selling that last 5%, because once he's done that, he's legally obliged to pay off these debtors. I think it's absolutely criminal. This guy needs to be tracked down. His knees need to be broken. He needs to pay for what he's doing here. He is ruining the market. It's absolute manipulation, and it's illegal. The man should be in jail, really. I don't think he's doing it by himself. He's probably taking orders from somebody else. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. Most of you know about why the price of Bitcoin has crashed. It's because of him selling off, but not many people know, or the news hasn't really got out that much yet, about what he's doing with that money at the moment. Now he's hanging on to it very cleverly, the bastard. Anyway, let's get out there. The price of Bitcoin is basically at its lowest. I don't think it's going to go much lower. We might see a $500 to $1,000 dip at its worst, but I think from here on out things can only go up. It's barring any catastrophe like Google deciding at this very moment, very conveniently, to tell us that from June no more cryptocurrency ads. How convenient is that? But anyway, Bitcoin has survived everything else so far. It'll survive this as well. Hang on to your Bitcoin, hang on to your other cryptos. We are going to the moon. Let's get out there and make some money. Catch you later.